I'm going to show you here very quickly how you can make over $10,000 in one season selling tomatoes and tomato plants. I'm in my basement. It's January 9th, my birthday, and it has almost been exactly 8 weeks since we planted these tomato plants. As you can see, these are extremely healthy plants. They are loaded with blossoms and already have fruit set. This all happened in my basement under grow lights on a table. Now I want you to take a look at these plants and compare them to the plants that you typically buy from a nursery at the beginning of the season. Those are often in a 6-pack or maybe an individual pack, but do they look anything like these healthy, stout, fully blossoming, fruit-setting plants here? Now I live up in Idaho now, and the growing season is very short. So when we go to the nurseries and buy these weak, underdeveloped, undernourished, light-deprived plants, it's going to take several weeks for them to catch up, or they may never even catch up to where their full potential is. So what we have decided to do to help our neighbors and friends is to sell them healthy plants like these starting in the middle of May. These plants will obviously cost more than the plants you get at the nurseries, but you're getting a lot more, and you're saving yourself 8 weeks in production and getting a much healthier plant to start with. Literally, you can take them from the pot and put them in the garden and already have fruit set on them or loaded with blossoms. Now, what does this mean to you in wanting to earn money from your backyard? If you started these plants 8 weeks in a basement or some other area under grow lights, you could easily start 100 plants under one 2-foot by 4-foot grow light. Then you would bump them up to larger pots. Once they look this beautiful, you could easily sell these plants for $10 each. If you grew 100 plants and sold them for $10 each, that is $1,000. Minus your cost. Well, what kind of cost are we looking at? We got these pots free. They're leftover throwaway pots from nurseries. You can often get those at no cost or buy them in bulk very inexpensively online or at a nursery. The soil we made ourselves. This particular formula I really like from the Mittleider gardening course. This is 4 parts sawdust, 2 parts coarse sand, and 1 part perlite. In that we mix the Mittleider pre-plant mix when we germinate the seeds, and then when we bump them up we add, in addition to the pre-plant, the weekly feed. For this pot it probably cost me 3 cents at the most to make. For feeding the plants, we mix the Mittleider weekly feed with water and make a constant feed where the plants get water and nutrients every day. To mix up 3 gallons of constant feed probably cost me, well, tenths of a penny. It's so inexpensive it's hard to measure. So by growing 100 plants, selling them for $10 each, in 8 weeks you can make $1,000. That is a great way to make $1,000 at the beginning of your garden season. But how would you like to make another $9,600 more? If you simply had 4 30-foot, 18-inch wide Mittleider grow boxes or soil beds, each of those would have 40 plants in them. If each of those plants produce a very, very conservative 20 pounds of tomatoes, for example, if you're growing big beef tomatoes, which I highly recommend, and you sold the tomatoes from those 160 plants for $3 a pound, you would make $9,600. So in one season, you can make almost $11,000 from selling 100 plants and selling the produce from 160 plants. So if you have a homestead, or if you got room in your backyard to grow tomatoes and sell tomatoes, or you got some room in your basement or somewhere to grow tomato plants and sell them, you can literally make over $10,000 selling tomato plants and tomatoes. Of course, this is contingent on you being able to grow seedlings and to grow them well. The best way I know to learn how to do this is either to get the Mittleider Gardening Course book and the micronutrients to mix your own Mittleider weekly feed, or even better, is to attend one of the week-long Mittleider gardening certification training camps, either in Kidder, Missouri or Shelley, Idaho. To get more information, again, go to mittleidergardening.com. So if you love gardening and you want to be able to provide a source of income for your family, tomato gardening and plant sale is a very good way to do that. In addition to the help you're giving to your friends and neighbors in helping them get a great start to the growing season by starting with very healthy, fast-producing tomato plants. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear.